G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jenny. In our last episode we had a small problem with quality, breaking up a couple of little builds, but they have now been sorted. And today we need to move on to new challenges, like building a space platform that actually makes space science at a decent rate. Also a small problem with just a lack of resources. I have pretty much no iron. Also pretty much no copper, because as the base has been kicked into action, as it's doing more, as it's making more gears and doing more things, we're more short on resources. So today's plan, I need to, well, solve that problem, but I really want to actually build a space platform, so that's going to be our main challenge for today. But first off, I need to just solve what problems I can quickly and efficiently using some of the technology we got in the last episode. But I cannot do any of that until I ask that very important question. Of course, the very important question being, can I borrow a lac? I just like to borrow a lac. I like to borrow a lac in the video. If you're not happy with the video, you didn't enjoy the video, well, then by all means, you can probably have your lac back. Also need to give you a big thank you. A big thank you for the support I've got over the last couple of episodes. It's been massive. It's been great. It's always good to see, especially with Factorio coming back around, because it's been so long since I've enjoyed our wonderful 2D factory. All right, first thing I need to do is I need to solve my copper and my iron problem. And I could go and, we could go out to the map. We could go and find some more iron and find some more copper. And hell, I've even got a whole bunch of electric furnaces here. I've got probably enough to build at least a smelter block, maybe even half a smelter block, 3/4 of a smelter block, in quality ones. And we could definitely do that. And we could, have something a little bit more efficient, a little bit more productive. Have a little red flashy light go off. Yeah, sorted. But I don't really want to do that. I might do that between episodes. Like, I've already gone and tagged this copper and dragged this all the way over to here, along with the stone, ready for future expansion. Okay, some people have got what power poles look like. Here, have a power pole. Cool. So I could do that, but I really don't want to do that. You don't want to see me outpost. I don't even want to outpost. This is why we set the resources a little bit higher. So what I want to do is I want to use the modules. The modules that we gained in our last episode, both our quality module, both our productivity module 2 and our speed module 2s, because if we look at productivity is going to, right down the bottom, it's going to cost me more power, it's going to slow down the machine, but I'm going to get bonus items out. Bonus items out are great items because they're free items, and I like me free items. The problem is it's going to slow things down. The way we negate that is with speed modules, obviously. So I can put a productivity module and a speed module in the same machine, and I would, fix most of my speed problems. And I'd also get some free items. But the other thing I can do is I can use a beacon. A beacon broadcasts the power of whatever modules you put in it from 3 tiles from where it's sitting. And we've already used these for our labs, and we're already using this in a number of other places. There's a number of other places I've already set up with the starter base. And, we're going to upgrade all the speed modules in all the beacons to make sure the beacons are telling the assemblers to go faster. Also, we're going to put productivity modules in the assemblers so we consume less resources. And I could run around and do that manually previously, but now I can say I want every single speed module 1 of any quality changed over to a speed module 2 of normal quality, because I'm guaranteed to have normal quality. And then, I can use my upgrade planner and just swipe out red circuits. Green circuits. The reason I'm going to do green circuits is, honestly, they chew the most amount of resources. They're going to chew a bunch of iron. They're also going to consume a whole lot of copper. And that seems like a pretty good place to start. The other place I want to do is you. Can I afford... I can't afford to do that. Okay. I'll tell you a little bit about... Okay, this has already been upgraded. Okay. The other thing I need to do is I need to upgrade my mold because actually, do we have? Yes, we've unlocked thruster technology. No, I haven't unlocked thruster technology. Thruster technology is the only thing not unlocked. But oh, see what I've got down as an earlier revision. Like I said, this is version 2.07. Yeah, this whole corner got changed. I think I'm going to do that off screen. Yeah. I can always set a recipe manually. You are thrusters, which doesn't help me. And actually, that was the only thing I was going to try and set. Okay, no, it's good. We're just going to leave it as is. I'm not going to use the blueprint because, you guys got a later version that was published, and then it's had a couple of minor adjustments since to fix a few issues. This is a very, very old version. So we're going to upgrade green circuits. It's going to give me more green circuits for, less resources in. It's also going to increase our power. And the way we're going to fix our power problems is, again, with blueprints. I'm just going to grab our solar blueprint. I'm going to scroll the wheel to not the JD Plays sign, and I'm going to line that up with that. And then I'm just going to drag down a couple of solar. That'll provide a whole lot more power. Now, the only problem with that is, if we look at a 1 hour mark, my accumulator is not being used. You know, I'm having a dip in the solar power overnight because, well, it's dark, we produce less solar, but I'm not using accumulators. So I need to set up some smarts on the accumulators, and we can do that very easily through a number of ways. First way we can do it is hook up a couple of wires to an accumulator. You're going to output your power signal of 100%. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say enable, disable, and I'm going to say if A is less than, I don't know, 50%, 40%. Let's go with 40%. If A is less than 40%, then the belt can run. We're just going to copy that to there and there. Hopefully this is lined up with the exact same position. It is. Cool. I'm going to paste that to there and there and do the exact same. All right, that's one way of, well, making sure that the turbines turn off when we're producing lots of power. The other option, and I have a separate one down here. No, you're set the same way. Can I just do you to you? Did I copy that condition? I did. Excellent. And we can turn you off. My other option is I can take the accumulator and I can plug it into the water pump, and I have the exact same condition on the water pump. If A is less than, and this one we can set really low. We can set this down to 10%. The idea being, well, the water's getting cut off entirely, and then it'll turn back on instantly. The biggest problem you have, and this is how we used to set them up, is now my boilers consume 6 water, and they have a buffer of 200, which also brings with it a new problem that they're going to run for a considerably long amount of time when we have enough power in the accumulators. So this system will work. It will work. It will probably power down overnight, but it probably won't power down overnight fast enough. Also, probably doesn't help that I'm actually stealing the water out of there to make our concrete. So this is not an optimal solution for me. What is an optimal solution is just plugging straight to the inserters. And again, we're just going to go with A is less than 10%. Going to set it really, really low. Copy that to there. And then can I wire U into U into U? Copy these settings to these guys. And then using the power of blueprints, we're going to duplicate that signal along from, well, inserter to inserter to inserter, to more inserters, to more inserters, to more inserters, to more inserters. They all have a little red light on them. They're disabled by the control behavior, which means they will not turn on until, well, we need them to turn on. Okay, we can delete a couple of miners, one more miner, and then I think we're good. I think we're good. Yeah, that's really all I needed to do on planet. So it means I'm going to continue to stand here and do a whole lot of nothing. Actually, I might grab, I want to start rolling materials now. 9 and 41. Okay, where are the 9 and 41 higher quality modules set to go to? They're set to go to these guys. I already have 200 spare. And they're set to go to these guys, and then some of them might be assigned in here, but I don't think so. Yeah, some are assigned in here as well. Okay, we're going to, just because I want to have these available in the future, rare 2s, and sure, we're going to attempt to make some rare landfill. Not that that's ever going to happen, but I want to have some rares, because next episode, if not this episode, I need to start rolling some power armor. I need to start getting some power armor. Okay, speaking of research, can we do a couple of things to help off with, well, research in general? One, if I have a power problem, obviously nuclear power would definitely solve some of those problems. Also, well, I also wouldn't mind efficiency modules, just so we can have them rolled. We're going to use them in space. Can I do them the other way around? Yeah, can we do that? Then that. Can I also do, well, sure, we can get some other yellow science done, and lab research speed, that's the last one. And then you know what? One of the new researches they've added, we've already done mining productivity, that's been in the game for a while, but they've actually added steel productivity, which is actually probably a very important science for you to get, because steel's always been a problem, and now you're launching space platforms, which the main component of a space platform is steel. It's actually critically more important, so we might even get that one started as well. All right, with that happening and that happening, I need to look. All the speed beacons have been placed. Okay, in that case, all the speed modules in beacons have been placed. That one's been upgraded. Can I come to oil, and can I just do the beacons? And all of those beacons, and all of those beacons. I think they're the only beacons I have down so far. Yep, that's 1.2k productivity modules. We've used them extensively. Beacons, less so. All right, so whilst the bots get on with that stuff, and that's going to take them a minute or three, we're going to head out to More Science is Better, and I need to build More Science is Better. Now, More Science is Better is going to need a whole bunch of things. We have some stuff shipped up already, but I'm probably going to need more. So can we automatically go get solar panels, solar panels, solar panels, solar panels? All right, for us to get better quality solar panels, the only way for me to get better quality solar panels is by rolling solar panels. Same goes for the accumulators. Now, as this particular space platform doesn't need to move around, we can just put in some slightly better quality ones and not worry about so much about the accumulators. Now, if we look at solar, and we pick you for argument's sake, you normally produce 60 kilowatts on Narvis. If we go to uncommon, I produce 78. So that's what, some percentage more efficient, 20%? 20%, I think it's 20%. I'm just doing the maths off the top of my head. So that means I also need 20% less of them in space, which means 20% less surface area aside to solar, which also means less space platforms being cheaper rockets, well, cheaper platform overall. So can I get a space platform, one of those in uncommon and place that there? All right, that's the first thing I need to do. Second thing I need to do is I need to go back to Narvis again, and I need to change you to be efficiency modules, copy, paste, presto, plug that into there, and that should be all I need to do. Yes. Yeah, that's all I need to do. We've already got all the recipes set. That'll start outputting. You won't have quality to deal with anymore. I don't even know if I've made any quality efficiency module ones. So yeah, that's that problem solved. All right, and you guys are processing just slowly because it's a long recipe. Also, well, yeah, quality modules slow down everything. All right, so more science is better. Do I have? Ooh, I don't have. Okay, can we go back to Narvis? Because I want to do a quick look-see, check-see. Do I have? Oh, I do have. I have 9 and 1 of them. Okay, so I do have some better quality, some assemblers. We might hand launch those, just so we grab them and we launch them up 1 rockets. I can automatically launch them up 2 rockets. Oh, actually, can I also get smelters in rare, please? And can I add a new group? Because you can't add the same item to the same group, even if you want them in 2 different qualities, which is a feature that I've found frustrating multiple times. Can I turn off that? Can I throw in that and that? That's 400 tons. I have 5 of those on the way and 43 of those on the way. Okay, we're going to throw those in there as well because I think, well, I know I'd prefer to use better quality assemblers because their crafting speed is increased, which is good because they're going to end up putting productivity modules or efficiency modules or something in these. Same applies for the smelters. If we look at these, they also get increased to crafting speed, so that sounds like a deal to me as well. Can I put those in there? Are we bringing more? We're bringing more. Okay, the rocket is full. I don't think I need that many. It's 30. It's 30. If I had 20, I think I'd be fine. That was already 20. Can I put 1 back? All right, and I realized that's only 10 long-handed inserters. Never mind, we'll just send up a full rocket of long-handed inserters then. All right, we'll launch them up. Okay, deliver it to More Science is Better. Yes. Okay, all right, off to More Science is Better. All right, so we need to work on exactly how we're going to be building this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my assembly machines. I'm going to select at least the uncommon ones and drop that there. I'm also going to remove all of that, and I'm going to also dump a red inserter here because I forgot to ship that up earlier. All right, the bare basics. We are definitely going to need to put items back into the space hub so I can have them shipped back home. Cool. I need an assembler somewhere that's going to output onto, well, that belt. All right, that's very first job. Very, very first job. On top of that, I need to output onto a belt I need to have an inserter. Has use filters turned on. Copy that. Remove that. Put that blueprint there. Cool. Because the constant fighting with, well, you picking up resources is just annoying. All right, we're going to put you... Yep, that had use filters on. I have alt mode turned off. That explains everything. All right. I need you to do... well, you're going to be doing space science. So space science is going to require us to have ice plus iron plus carbon. So I need to output all those items basically onto a couple of belts. The best way for me to do this is with an underground. I know, it's weird. Facing towards the right. Okay, if I have an underground facing towards the right, this already needs to go a tile lower. I can then, as I showed in the previous episode, side load into the side of the underground. That's going to be very, very important because you are going to output on the bottom right tile, bottom right of this tile, and you are going to be putting out also on the bottom right. Cool. Perfect example. And if I side load that in, I can now put 2 items on this one belt. Cool. Can I remove you, thanks, and put you there? And can I pick up all those items and then put them all back? Okay, so I need you to output 2 items. One of them is going to be carbon. The other one is going to be ice, for argument's sake. What is this recipe? It is 1 ice, 2 iron to 1 carbon. Okay, I think we can just get away with 1 single inserter doing iron. I don't actually think we're going to be able to consume more than that. And that's our start. Yeah. From there, I'm going to need an in and in and in and in. And I have 10 assemblers. So that is 4 assemblers. 5 assemblers. So I'm going to shove you guys over there. And I'm also going to shove you over there. Because the further back you are, potentially the more tiles I can remove. Okay. Then I'm going to take this whole thing. I'm going to press H to do a horizontal. No, I want to do V for a vertical flip. And we're going to put you here. And then I'm already seeing that I can move the whole build over by 1 tile. Because every tile counts in space. When you need to build every tile first off, every tile is potentially important. Okay, I'm going to underground through there. I'm going to bring you into there. Okay, I don't have one of those, but I do have one of these instead. So I'm going to hover, press Q in my hand, replace that one. That'll then replace that one, and then we're good to go. All right, so that's step number 1. Step number 2 is efficiency modules. Can I blanket you guys with efficiency modules? I don't know if I need that many, but I'm going to want them eventually, and, well, I'll just have them launched up here, and then if we have too many, we can ship them back down. All right. Problem number 1. Problem number 1 is we have science. That should be sorted. All right. Problem number 2 is I need to make iron. So make iron, I'm going to need to smelt things. We're going to start with you, and I'm going to just assume you're going to end up going roughly about here. I don't know exactly where you're going to go, but the answer is you're definitely going to go somewhere. I need to output iron ore, because we're going to have crushers, and they're going to have to crush everything first. Iron ore. And then you're going to have to bring back in iron plate. Yes. I'm going to intentionally filter you to be iron plate. And I'm going to put this guy in here, and I'm going to filter him to be steel. Because I think I have a dirty plan on how I can get free steel from space. Because, again, I like freebies. Can we bring that to there? Can we bring that to there? And then can we give you a little swirly at the end? Cool. You don't have to be pushed away at all. So we're going to put you hard up against that. We're going to... on planet 52. Okay. On the way 50. Excellent. So they're on their way. All right. We're going to have you go in and then out. Then we can have you go out and then go in. Okay, and you guys have a crafting speed of 3.2, whereas your friends, which can go here, which is there, have a crafting speed of 2.6, so you're slightly slower. That's hopefully okay. All right, we're going to have you go in. I'm going to have you go out. And I'm going to start with wiring early. And I'm going to have you have a signal. If iron plate is greater than 100. So we have 100 in the hub. That's enough. If I have 100 in the hub, then this inserter can move, at which point it can grab some iron plate and turn it to steel. And then the steel inserter can grab the steel and shove it in there. Yeah. You are going to also have a signal. Yours is going to be, actually it's going to be this. Except you're going to be, if this is less than, I'm going to go with 135. There we go. Because potentially you could pick up a stack of 12. And if it's less than 135, that should stop it from going over 150. 150 is 3 slots. I don't really want to spend 3 slots on iron plate. So that's going to be our plan. Okay, we're going to put you here. We're going to put you here. And can I just drag that to say there? We're going to have you go there. I want to have you wired to the same conditions. I'm going to copy and paste that. And then I want to take this and put it here and put it here. That's 6. Let's just do 8 and cover our bases. And we're going to join that and that and that together. Okay, same story. I'm going to copy these. I'm going to put them here. I'm going to put them here. And I'm going to put them here. And I'm going to need the less good smelters. Oh, you're off by tile. Okay, cool. You're going to output here. And you're going to try and grab from here. That's not going to work. I need you guys to pick up this, and I need to press H to horizontally flip. And then horizontally flip. And horizontally flip. And horizontally flip. Okay, and then these ones, I need you to output to the left of this guy. So you need to actually output here. And you're trying to... why are you... Hang on. No, I don't need long-handers. I need short ones. In, out. Yeah, I know it's long-handed instead of way. We're just gonna have to force replace it. Better. Okay. Alright, and I'm out of stack inserters already. Perfect. Alright, can I get a new order of stack inserters in, please? Alright, next one is gonna be rocks. We need to start crushing our rocks. So, can I put a rock crusher? Because there are 3 recipes. I'm just going to assume that 1 rock crusher of each type can keep up with what we need. And you guys are going to have a very simple plan. You're going to have in, out, in, out, in, and out. That's it. Nothing more complicated than that. Okay, not going to waste our time. Not going to... Actually, am I going to put smarts on them? Am I going to put smarts on them? I could put smarts on them. We're going to put some smarts on them. Alright, we're going to put your output. So, you're going to make... no, that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to enable disable you. I'm going to say if ice cubes, which is the main thing you're making, right, is less than... let's go with 250. If it's less than 250, actually we should bring this down just a little bit, 240. 240 will do. If it's less than 240, you could actually add ice cubes to the main silo. You're also going to occasionally, 20% of all crafts, have an oxide asteroid chunk that you're going to throw back into there. That's going to be perfectly fine. We're going to take the same green wire and wire it to this guy and wire it to this guy. We're going to copy this one and this one. I'm going to say carbon, 240. And you are going to be iron ore, except iron ore I'm going to set really low. I'm going to set this at like 80. Okay, I don't think we're going to have an issue with iron ore because I'm pretty sure iron ore is going to come out here and get smelted as fast as possible. Throw them back in here as either plate or a steel. And if it's steel, we're just going to drop it straight down to the planet and be done with it. Okay, it'll then go in a request chest that is not set up yet and just disappear into the bus and be used. And free steel is free steel. it cost me a crap ton of steel to get up to space. You know, I might as well put some use to it. All right, so that's our first plan. Second plan is I need to have asteroid catchers. Well, actually, second plan is I probably don't need all of that, and I probably don't need all of that. And at the same time, can we trim that straight and trim that straight? All right, a little bit more of a square platform to start with. All right, can I get an asteroid grabber? Okay, we want to have probably one at the end, okay? As we can see, they have a collection zone. I want to sort of make sure that we have 100% coverage because we're going to be a little bit short on resources here because this platform doesn't move. If you have platforms that move, way more efficient collecting stuff, but this one doesn't move, so we're just going to make do, really. Okay, also, can I get one of those solar panels, please? Can I put a solar panel? Ooh. All right, can we start with the straight edge? If I put you here and you here, that gives us a little bit of overlap with 3 solar panels in the middle. Okay, can I put a solar panel? No. All right, we're gonna have you output. Your job is gonna be moving your space asteroids to here. Now, different tricks you can do to, you know, have a little bit more storage or clean up the belts or have a little bit more room is you can like move a belt inside for just a moment and then move it back out. It gives you an extra couple of tiles. Okay, by the same token, I could underground this belt from here to here and move you up a tile and move you in there. And I could side load this. So that way I could get rid of these belts entirely. And again, I'd end up with just a few more tiles. There are lots of other tricks we can do to score ourselves a little bit more space. For the moment, we're going to assume that I'm going to have all the space in the world and it's not going to be a problem. And I don't have to worry about it and don't have to start pinching pennies yet. Okay, I want to have 3 solar panels. I want to have 3 solar panels between you and you. I need you to output. Now, for you to output, you either need to go backward or you need to go sideways. Okay, we're going to go with sideways. So, I'm going to have you output to here. And I'm going to side load that onto that belt. Also means those 4 tiles there I don't need. Now, pinching tiles is something we don't really have to worry about on this platform because every single tile we have increases the weight. So as we can see on the right hand side, we have stop to Darvis, we have the total speed, we have the total weight. If I take a bunch of space platform and just extend it, we're to see my weight goes up. Now, the heavier the ship is, the slower it moves, but this one's not moving, so who cares, is really the bottom line that comes down to. But it's something you need to consider in a little while when you start having platforms that move around. All right, can we run that to there? Can we run that to there? Can I bring this to here potentially? Potentially. I'm not sure that that's the tile I want to use, but it looks probably pretty good. All right, can I remove this? Can I take what we've learnt at this corner and apply it by horizontal flipping it to this corner? Because I don't see any reason why this shouldn't work. I could potentially move the smelters down, but I'd also potentially move the smelters up. It's just a tile, but a tile matters somewhere, I'm sure of it. I think I need to put you... You have an extra tile I need to deal with. Okay. Can I horizontal flip? I need to get a tile around that corner. So let's move you out of tile. Can I actually move the smelters? That's my first question. No, I can't move the smelters down. I can move the smelters up, but not down. Okay, so no matter what, you're probably safe there. Okay, can I copy this? Okay, it's too wide. If I hold one of these in my hand, we've got pretty good coverage. We've got a small gap in the middle. Chance of something falling through that gap is about 0. And you'll almost fit 3 solar panels perfectly. All right, can we do the top half now? So if you're going to push items this way, can I take this, vertically flip it this time, and put this here, because that's what really matters. Okay, can I run the belt through there? I'm actually going to underground to That's your output. Underground under that the grabber and come out here. Okay. Can we bring this belt this way? And then can we grab like this side and vertical? And technically maybe a horizontal as well, just so the belt's going in the right direction. And then I need to account for the... No, okay. This is pointless. Can I put you here? Okay. Can I have you output there? Can I have that go... Nope, that's the wrong way around. That goes there, that goes there. Then we can take our 3 solar panels, put that there, and take this guy and put him... well, actually, the 3 solar panels are meant to be there. Cool. Then we can do... I need a 2-tile gap, so you're going to end up going there. You're going to output, then you're going to go down. And actually, I had this guy running the other way, so horizontal flip goes there. Those tiles can go away, those tiles can go away, and then we have something workable on this side. All right. Again, drag the belt across because we know roughly what we want. And then I want to have this corner. So again, we're going to take this. We're going to horizontal, vertical. Vertically flip it, and it needs to line up with this. And with this, we're going to try and have some symmetry here. I'm going to put that there. The belts did some weird things, but we can fix that. And that only leaves the grabby boy in the middle. Which is roughly this tile. There, we can go there. Okay, and belts are... Actually, we can do this. We can have the belts all do a giant loop all the way around. That way, if I need to have smarts to control the asteroids, it's going to be in one location, which is going to probably make my life easier, in all honesty. You just need to output somewhere. You can output here. And we'll take this way, and now I conveniently have 3 tiles through here to put solar panels, and we're going to have the same as we have on the other side. We're going to have that 2-tile gap. I think I'm going to live with the 2-tile gap. Also, technically, I can squidge this in. I don't think I need to squidge this in, so we're not going to squidge this in. All right, so that should be some sort of working conundrum. Okay, now, all we need to do is we need to start putting resources in, and then we're off to the races. I need to put a solar there and a solar there. And I have enough solar, cool. Alright, so then we're going to add resources. Okay, so science is going to come out eventually. I've put efficiency modules in these, but I haven't put efficiency modules in anything else. The way we look at power is by clicking on that. And we can see so far, everything is fine. None of these smelters are going to kick in yet because we don't have enough iron in here. But as you can see, I'm already building up with resources in general. What did you launch? Oh, you launched science. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to try and look at any places we need to optimize. I think the first place is probably resources. Can I, if you're going to be that busy, can I put you here? Okay, can we have an in and an out? And you had a wire to the in, and we're going to copy those settings, and that way you're going to wire up the same way. I do want to, hopefully the base is done. It looks like it's done. I do want to put productivity in, productivity on board. I do want to put productivity in ice, because ice is our main shortage, okay? We're always short on ice, and that is partially because the space platform doesn't move. We're limited to whatever falls into our domain, which is not a lot. It also means that there's a very high chance I could end up with too much carbon in here, which is something I might need to look at. Yes, I might need to look at that. As for the iron should all get processed into, well, the iron asteroids should all get processed to iron ore, or the iron ore should get turned into iron plate, and all the iron plate should turn into steel plate, and that should make my day better. All right, so ice is definitely our issue. So we can, at the cost of power, put in a couple of productivity modules. Now, of course, productivity modules mean we get more items out. It also starts vastly increasing our power budget because you are running at 12 kilowatts worth of power, and you're running at 75 kilowatts minus 80% plus 12.5. Oh, you're running at 75 kilowatts. You're running at 525 kilowatts because there's prob mods. Yeah. And we can already see from the power graph that things were not happy. Things are very much not happy. So we can again save some power. We can already see the steel furnaces are running. So we're going to put some efficiency in those. I'm also going to put an efficiency in each one of these and then spread the prod mods around just a little bit more liberally. You're going to have one each. And we can try that out to see what the power ends up being like. But I need to wait for this stuff to come back. No, actually power's okay. Even though half the modules are not here, I can also put efficiency new and efficiency new and efficiency new. All right, so that should be a start. Now, as we can see, I have too much carbon. The carbon machine has turned off. By the same token, this is not stopping me adding extra asteroids into the space platform. There's nothing stopping me just filling the space platform full of damn asteroids at all. Sure, we're not going to process them. They're not going to come out and get processed in these machines. They'll just sit here. And well, we've got one here currently. That's fine. But if another one comes along the belt, it'll get processed too. And another one, and another one, another one. Also means if I'm not using any space science, and therefore the system starts to back up on space science, I'm going to end up with a brand new problem. And that is, well, the whole storage is going to get filled up with asteroids and do a whole lot of nothing. So first off, let's go back to the planet and let's go to here. And you are requesting in space science 1,000 time. Can I just add, actually, for the moment, we're just going to use the same group. Can I just request in steel? Do I want to request it or I want to force it out? I think I want to force it out. I think it's just going to be easier logistically because this is going to be a special case for this particular space platform. Steel, please. Yeah, okay. And we're just going to set you to 0. Okay. And then you'll just launch steel as often as you could launch steel, which is potentially quite often. And as it costs me nothing to launch materials down, well, so be it. Okay, so we need to have some sort of system so we don't end up with too much crap in here. And the best system I have is having an extra inserter. Can I... You go there, you go there, underground goes there, that doesn't work for me. I need to move this guy. We can move you right through and have better coverage. Okay, we're gonna flippy. Remove the gap. Okay, cool. Can I remove that and put that there? Okay, if I pick you up and put you there, can I copy you two? Can I put you there? Can I wire that into there? That into there, please. Cool. And then I don't need this guy anymore. Also means I can move you over. And I can move you over. And then we're going to do this. Alright. And I have a little bit of space. A little bit of space directly attached to space. Which is good. Because my solution is going to be a simple one. I'm going to wire this inserter up. And we're going to say... enable if asteroids are greater than 5. 5 sounds like a good number. And we're going to make sure filter that as well. Cool. We're going to make sure he has some friends. Cool. And actually, let's use a red wire for this just so it's a little bit different. Actually, we might wire these guys together to try and clean up a little bit of spaghetti mess. You are going to be carbon asteroids, and we're just going to copy that to there. And you're going to be ice asteroids, and we're going to copy that to there. And we're going to look and see. I already have far too many carbon asteroids in the storage. Now, I do have other options. Okay, I do have many other options. As I said, here on the homeworld, we are possibly stressing out the power grid. You have an awful lot of steam engines running, and accumulators were doing great, and then just hit the ground because, well, I'd be consuming lots of power. So what I can do is underground. Can I move that through to there? And I'm going to bring that belt out there, and there, and down to there. Oh, I can have you priority input left. Oh, is this inside the robot network? It is definitely inside the robot network. This is exactly what I want to see. We have access to logistics chests, so we can put down a couple of logistics chests. We can have this be a priority in, and I can get rid of some stuff that I don't need. Namely, to start with, a very important item that we've been stocking up for quite some time. Okay, wood. All the damn wood. All the damn wood can come to these two chests and they can be got rid of. Really? It says there's none in the network? I think you're lying to me. 26,000 in the network. Yeah, there's 26,000 in the network. Cool. Also, other items I can get rid of are carbon. Carbon has a fuel value of 2 megajoules. Coal has a fuel value of 4 megajoules. So it's not quite as dense, but it's something. And if I can get it free from space, well, then it's free. So we could bring that over here and put it in some steam turbines, you know, should you need extra power. Because why the hell not? All we'd need to do is have a spaceship that just made sure that if it had too much, it launched it. So you're set to 240. If I have, oh, delete that. If I have carbon set to a max limit of 200 with 0 for import, because we don't want to import any of that stuff, well then anytime we get over 200 in here, it's just going to fire it down to the platform on the planet. And then once it's on the platform on the planet, we can then process it and use it and do something with it. The other thing I'd like to do is, if our power system is sorted, which it definitely looks like it is, can I put those productivity modules in here and here, and in here and here, and in here and here? Because, well, that means I get more free resources out. Power's still okay so far. So if it's okay so far, can I go with a prod new, and a prod new, and a prod new, and a prod new, and a prod new, one in you, one in you, and one in you. Gotta remember, these guys craft faster to start with. So if we look at the right-hand side, this guy has, with one prob mod in there, is still gonna make me close to 1 iron per second. But this guy is gonna do 0.77, and steel, it's gonna be much the same. Like, the better quality machines I have, the faster they craft. Also means that they're still gonna have the same amount of negative from a productivity module, but the effect is less well felt, is probably the best way of putting it, from a faster machine. And then power is borderline. We do have a couple of 2x squares that we could put some accumulators in. By the same token, if I look at these guys, we can see that there's an awful lot of coverage like between these panels. So I could put that there quite safely. I could, oh wait, actually you don't output. Oh wow. Yeah, still empty. I can put one there. I could put one here. I could, you don't output either. Oops. Actually, if I'm going to do that, can I do that to that? Now pull this back and move this inner tile. And then move that there. That way we can side load. Does that help me? I can put a solar panel there. Move a solar panel there. And I can move that. And you can still output. Cool. You're a little bit sunken now. Okay, fine. We're going to move you forward a tile. And then you can output there instead. Alright, I can put a solar panel here. I can put a solar panel there. Actually, I could put a solar panel there. I just need to have a trench out to space for me to lob things over the side of the ship, because that's essentially what we're going to be doing. Actually, remember how I said I had tile right across the back? We can trim that. We can have you output there directly. You guys can slide into there. can do 2 of you. Remove that, remove that. You can go away, you can go away. Go inserter, go there. You know what? We might even slide you right the way across. 2, 3, 4, 5, and throw another one out here. Okay, without you there, what's our coverage like? Yeah, there's definitely a gap. Okay, put you here, and I can put you here, and you here. This is why I think building space platforms is probably going to be the most interesting part of Space Age for me personally, because I find this, like, every tile matters scenario to really be interesting. I like the optimization of trying to not so much build a micro factory for the sake of a micro factory, but, you know, definitely like, well, I could put a solar panel right there in the belts. I could also do the same right here in the belts, because there's nothing stopping me putting it in the belts. The belts are just, you know, taking up space, essentially. I could underground around the belts without an issue. Yeah, I really enjoy this sort of micromanagement, trying to find the optimizations where and when I can. But the way you're running currently, you have a whole lot of space platform that I don't really want on here, but that's fine. Any extra carbon's going to get thrown down the planet. Any extra science is going to get thrown down the planet. Any extra steel is going to get thrown down the planet. You're going to have enough materials on site that you're going to be able to do things. And I would call this a pretty successful little spaceship. Also, okay, the power's maybe a little bit too high still. Can we throw another one here? And another one here? I need those inserters to insert, which is unfortunate. I can't put one there. I can't put one there due to zigzags. Or can I? No, I can't. I can't put one in the middle. I can't put one there. I can't put one there. I could rearrange this to slide things down a tile, but that doesn't really help me. Same goes with here. I can put one there pretty safely. Yup. And if I'm desperate, I can put one there and move you out of tile. Cool. I call this a win. I call this a win. You guys are still producing science. Our ice is still our limitation. Ice has got productivity modules in it. So there's not much more I can do there. We do have these as a backup, so we're going to flip them around. So if we end up with too much ice, we end up with too much iron, and we end up with too much carbon, we're just going to lob them overboard. But I honestly don't think that'll happen. I think with us launching the steel and the other items down to the planet, I don't see that being an issue. Not ever. And as for here, this is going to fill up with iron, with steel rather. It already has carbon here. And our solution is we just go to our smelter block and we go to right here and we go with request a chest. Can I put a request a chest here? Did I get power? No. How about if the power pole gets an upgrade? Yes. And then inserter. And you are going to be plain and simple steel. Go. And you're going to have a limit on you. You're going to be connected. You're going to be told steel. I'm going to eventually, we set up parameterized blueprints, and we're going to do this probably more depth in the next episode. But I'm going to set you to if less than, no, if greater than 4,100. Yeah, I want to have 40 stacks of every item available in the network. So this is going to bring 100 steel over, which can then get thrown into the system if it needs to. And in the meantime, well, it's going to sit right there. Meanwhile, this is all done. This has all been upgraded with modules. We can go do oil next, only because, well, it's right there. And I need to, I'm short 500 prop months. That's sort of what I expected. I need to go through and I need to put beacons through red circuits. I need to put beacons through the different sciences. I need to speed things up generally. Next episode, well, can we just tick off some research? Okay, next episode, that one, that one, that one, and that one. They're all space science. We can get a nukes, but we're not going to get nukes right now. We're about to finish our first level of mining productivity. Follow counts an old one. There's now a new one here for electric weapons damage, which increases destroyer capsules damage. Highly recommend if you've never used them in combat before, you definitely look at them now. And actually, none of that's space science. That's also not space science. Cool. We're going to get all that research done between episodes, I think. And yes, I'm going to go place down some beacons by hand. And, well, we might also end up magically replacing a smelter or two between episodes because I have 11. They're all in space. I have 14 up here I'm not using. Oh, there's plus this will be 50 in my inventory. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to empty some of this back down to the platform. Yeah. I don't know. We'll leave it here. Either way. Yeah, definitely going to leave this episode here. I think this is a productive little platform. And if you're curious in the blueprints, they will be available, as always, out to Patreon members. This one with, common and uncommon items, but also don't forget, you can always use an upgrade planner, downgrade planner to upgrade, downgrade individual items or the whole thing. And, I'll change the quality that way. Look. More solid I didn't see before. Yeah, more solid I didn't see before. There you go. And now power is definitely a solved problem. Yeah, 10 megawatts, we're somewhere about half of it. Yep, an accumulator up here wouldn't hurt either. Anyway, like I said, I need to call this video here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the very next video. All right, bye.